Hello there. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to another um, reading-based question, which is called as a para-summary question-based para-summary question. So here, the direction for the question is the passage given below is followed by four alternative summaries. We need to choose the option that best captures the essence of the passage. Okay, so let's go to the text. The text points out the wave of generative AI has set off immense public discourse on the emergence of real artificial general intelligence. We are fascinated by AI's outputs, the what, at a superficial level, but are often disenchanted if we dig a bit deeper, or otherwise try to understand AI's process, the how. This quandary has never been so apparent as in these times of generative AI. We are enamored by the excellent form of outputs produced by large language models, such as ChatGPT, while being worried about the biased and unrealistic narratives they churn out. Similarly, we find AI art very appealing while being concerned by the lack of deeper meaning, not to mention concerns about plagiarizing the genius of yesteryear. Okay, so now if you observe that the passage discusses how generative AI, right? A generative AI like large language model, so which is known as LLMs, right? And AI generated art, AI generated art. So, which is stated about what means a generated art that attracts people with its impressive what with its impressive art, right? So, or impressive result. However, you can also find out when people look deeper. People look what? People look deeper. So they find problems like what? Bias, right? So in that case, not to mention concern about plagiarized, the genius of yesterday. So like bias, lack of originality, and also ethical issues. Ethical issues. In that case, the direction for the question task is what? We need to read the passage, understand the main points about generative AIs, right? Generative AIs appeal and the concern that arises with the deeper scrutiny, right? So, and after that, we need to analyze each of the option to find out whatever theme that we draw is present in any of the option or not. Let's look at the first one. What does the first one point out? The first one said generative AI sparks debate about artificial general intelligence, but deeper scrutiny reveals bias and plagiarism concerns. Right? Now, this summary appeals or mentions the debate about you can say that artificial intelligence, but focuses less on what? But focuses less on the main issues of bias and lack of depth. Because what does it say? Generative AI spark debate about artificial and general intelligence, but deeper scrutiny reveals uh, bias and plagiarism concern, right? So in that case, we can find out this one is eliminated because it doesn't contain all the information. So um, we can say that it did not focus more on the main issues of bias and lack of depth, right? Let's look at the second one. The second one stated generative AI captivates with impressive outputs, but raises ethical concern due to shallow process and bias, right? Now, in this case, if I go to the second one, this summary, um, you can say that correctly identifies that generative AI, it's captivating, right? But also points out ethical concerns, right? So both of the things, ethical concern, although it doesn't fully capture the lack of originality. So you can say that, therefore, we can consider option two is wrong because it did not carry everything. So, but look at the three generative AI, despite initial excitement, often disappoints due to biased narratives and lack of originality, right? So This one also highlights the disappointment after initial excitement, focusing on bias and lack of originality. But it misses also what? It misses, you can say, broader ethical concern. Broader ethical concern, isn't it? So that is why option three is also eliminated. So one, two, three are eliminated. So the last option four could be the answer. But let's see that generative AI produces appealing but shallow outputs, raising ethical and practical concern about depth and originality of AI. Right. Now, this is the best summary, or this is the summary best captures the passage, you can say that essence by doing what? By noting that AI output are initially appealing, right? Appealing what? Attracted, but lack depth and originality, and it addresses the ethical and practical concern effectively. So hence, we can find out option four could be the correct answer. So because this option best reflects the main points of the passage, highlighting both the appealing nature of AI puts and the significant concern about their depth, lack of depth and originality, isn't it? And the ethical implications. Hence, we can find out option four would be the best answer here. Hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.